والآن مع المتحدثة الأخيرة، هي قادمة من جامعة القدس في فلسطين، وهي طالبة الدكتوراه في هندسة تكنولوجيا المعلومات كلية العلوم والتكنولوجيا، والتي يتمحور بحثها حول تعلم الآلة، البيانات الضخمة، المعلوماتية الحيوية، الذكاء الاصطناعي والروبوتات. يرجى الترحيب بالأستاذة ايما قمصية.
Can a Palestinian wife and a mother of 3 children with a full-time job as a university lecturer and owner of a startup business pursue a PhD? Well, yeah, she can. Let me tell you how. Living in Palestine has its own challenges due to the political situations we're living in. But leaving my country was not an option. So I fought with all my strength to succeed, both as a woman and as a researcher. It has been a long journey with sleepless nights, of course, working from early morning to midnight. But the fruits of my hard work has been worth it, as they have given me hope and a sense of accomplishment. So it all started after my bachelor's graduation, when I set out to find a job in Bethlehem City as a computer engineer. But as a woman in a male-dominated society, securing a job is very challenging. So instead, I found a job as a computer science teacher in a private school. It was a fine job that allowed me to support myself. But deep inside, I knew I had more potentials within me. I want to be a researcher. I want to pursue a PhD degree. And I was determined to achieve it. So, looking for the next step to fulfill my ambition, I applied for a master's degree in Al-Quds University in Bard College. And yeah, I got accepted. I also got a scholarship. And this is very important because, as you all know, the master's tuition fees are very expensive in Palestine. So I embarked on another 2 years of hard work, juggling from, studying, being a full-time mom and a full-time teaching job. But, also adding to the challenge, I also got pregnant with my second child, Ilyas. So don't understand me wrong, it's a blessing, but I felt scared and in danger. Just imagine a pregnant woman will leave her home to travel to the university and crossing checkpoints, Israeli checkpoints. So I was afraid not being able to protect myself and my baby. And as you all know, sometimes the Israeli soldiers would just close the checkpoints for many hours for no reason. And when finally they let us go, the lecture is over. But putting all this aside, I made it and I graduated as a top-ranked student in my class. And I even had the honor of delivering the student speech in the master graduation ceremony. And as I finished and as a graduate researcher, I realized that I had to make an impactful, positive contribution to my community. So that's where and when I started my own startup business, which I called it Robotics Academy. At Robotics Academy, we teach students from 3 to 19 years old how to design and build and code their own robots. Well, I was very happy to see the positive contribution in my students' personality and also the support from their parents. But deep inside, I knew what I wanted. I wanted to pursue PhD. I knew that is what I want to do, and that's what I decided to do. So I started to look for a university to continue my PhD, but unfortunately, I don't know if you know, the computer engineering tracks in Palestine is not available. Even though I got many scholarships to study abroad, but I didn't like the idea just to leave my country and disrupt my family and start in another country. So I was patient and kept an eye for a new program, waiting for a new program. And thankfully and luckily, in 2020, a new PhD program was first offered in Al-Quds University in information technology engineering that was aligned with my field of study. So I took the chance, I submitted an application, and yeah, I got accepted. Whoa. So, so now I'm a student, I'm a PhD student, juggling like various tasks, like doing experiments and doing a lot of homeworks. But deep inside me, I knew that this is what I wanted to do. So my research was on, and that is what I decided to do, like developing computational tools to using machine learning algorithms to reveal new associations between diseases. So by incorporating pre-existing biological knowledge about disease, this new way we can reveal meaningful relationship between diseases and uncover the hidden patterns in gene disease associations. So I also started to writing papers, and I have the chance to submit in prestigious journals and participate in local and global conferences. And along the way, I have had supportive supervisors who helped me through my research. And believe me, without them, I wouldn't have been able to stand here and in front of you. So I'd just like to take a moment to thank Dr. Rashid Jayusi and Dr. Malik Youssef for their support, and I'm sure they are listening to my speech now. And also, during my PhD study, I was able to collaborate with researchers from USA and also to collaborate with the PhD students from Turkey. This helped me to build my own research network that shall help me to grow in the community, the research community. And adding to the challenge, I also got pregnant with another child, Laura, who's about 2 years now. So, and finally, one last thing, that I also saw a light at the end of the tunnel, and I recently landed on my dream job as a full-time lecturer in Palestine Ahliya University. So imagine a full-time teacher, so I mean, I have too many lectures to prepare and students to take care. So adding to all of this, I'm a mother of 3 kids, and I'm a business owner, and also a PhD student doing all these, papers and doing the conferences. But so I rushed into adrenaline, and there was a lot of mixed feelings. I was happy, but I was scared, not being able to take and balance between all of these responsibilities. So I doubted myself like 50,000 times a day. And there were moments that I just want to quit and didn't want to continue. But I knew that I'm a human and this is normal, and it's fine to be afraid and to feel worried. And when I was just like overwhelmed and drowning with my fears, I would just close my eyes and, push into things. And I took all the responsibilities and break them into pieces. And that's where I took every piece aside and at a time. So to zoom out now and to put all the things together and, to look at all these challenges that I went through. These are my students at Palestine Ahliya University. And what I want to say and what I want to tell all incredible graduate students who are joining me with my speech or soon to be graduate students, I want you to take 3 advices from my talk. Well, first, choose your supervisors very wisely. Believe me, a supervisor can take or break your research journey. And second, build your community, your research community. This will help you to just feel that you're not alone. And there are too many students also juggling in the same way that you are feeling. So don't worry about it. And finally, just remember why you have started in the first place. I'm sure that the why will giving you hope and will just push you to put all the challenges aside and just continue. So in the end, I believe like in hard work, using hard work and self-belief, supportive family, supportive networks, and supportive supervisors. And I just want to say to all my kids, my 3 kids, and to my husband, my supportive husband, Isa, and to all of the graduate students sitting right now here, I can, and I'm sure you will all can.